Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The prison of your own mind
is undergoing budget cuts.
Good morning, Night Vale.
Hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. It's me, Symphony.
Hey, all you cool baby gorillas and adult silverbacks. It's me, Hal Lublin. I forgot it was my turn.
Hey there, it's Meg. I kind of thought it was my turn, but I was like, am I second? No,
Yeah,
I am both third. So I think we were both just sort of flip-flopped. Mm-hmm. So, So fun, cute animal people things. Hey ho, how you doing? It's me, Meg Bashwiner. We come to you today as tri-hosts of the podcast Good Morning Night Vale, wherein the premise of it is that we re-listen to every episode of the popular podcast Welcome to Night Vale, and then we talk about it because we like it. Today, we're recording this. Mm-hmm. It's Tuesday, August 15th. It's 8:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's just like a normal old Tuesday over here.
And this episode's description is Dark Owl Records hosts a fundraiser to save their store. Let's talk about it. This is, co-written with Bree Williams.
This is a fun episode.
Co-written with Bree Williams.
Uh-huh. So it's always lovely when we get a Bree episode. And I feel like at this point, Bree's very comfortable with writing in the world of Night Vale. And we're sort of, Joseph and Jeffrey are also very comfortable with having Bree as a writer on the project. So we're very much in a gelled place. Yeah. Bree talks about in the director's notes for this sort of being of the Xennial generation. Is that how you pronounce it? Where it's like your Generation X, yep. Xennial, and you're millennial, and Bree's member of that generation. And so this story is sort of...
That's me too.
In honor of the sort of scrappiness and the whatever is cool and whatever is popular isn't cool sort of Generation X thing, as well as the... let's come together to save the record store against the big bad corporate man thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's all the movies that came out back in the day with like Empire Records and like Clerks and all those types of movies where it's like that generation, we had this, you have this like regular like upgrowing, and then you're in this digital age where stuff is starting to change, and like it's hard to things are getting crazy and it's hard to care. But Michelle is like the epitome of all of that at all times. It's like not cool to like certain music, and a lot of the choices that she chooses for people is silence. Or just like ambient like room noise. I find that very funny. And I'm glad we got to hear a lot more from her and Maureen throughout this episode.
I was just going to say, yeah, it's great to hear big parts from, like, this is sort of almost a Kate Jones, Michelle Wynn capsule standalone episode. Kate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kate really takes the helm here.
I was going to say, we also grew up in a time where there were still, like, not mom and pop shops, but smaller chains and smaller stores could still survive, especially music stores. Like, I remember we had Sam Goody when I was a kid, and there were other, like, smaller record stores. And The Wall came in, Coconuts, Best Buy in particular, as we got to what is called horizontal integration, where a store sells a bunch of different things. So all of a sudden, where you go to get your music is also where you go to get your kitchen appliances. You go to get your computer.
Right. Like Target, Walmart, all that stuff.
Target, Walmart, Best Buy. And so now, like, I'll go, I collect records, but very sparsely because they are super expensive. So I go find like cheap records that I can add to my collection. And it's really hard. Independent stores are super expensive. Like that's why these bigger stores took over. It's not because there were more of them. It's they're cheaper, and that sucks. I hate that I have to like. I wish I wore a monocle and had just carried around bags with dollar signs on it, because I would more than happy to buy things from small shops. And I'll almost always go into a small shop when I see it and try to buy stuff, but it just reminded me of like watching those stores go away and go out of business. Like they just couldn't compete anymore because they just sold the one thing, as opposed to having hamburgers and like, first of all, if I went somewhere and there were hamburgers between the records, I would never leave that store ever, because I could just eat food all day and look at old Muppet albums.
I imagine if there were, that would be a huge draw for everyone. However, I wonder at the functionality of the product when you got a greasy burg in there, you know?
Well,
with the sauce and stuff.
They're wrapped
in there.
in plastic.
But you know what it mean? Okay, here's what I thought. Mine cannon. Wait. The ultimate like fry sauce. Okay. I like a mixture. I love mayo. So I'm like basically like almost like a Thousand Island-y type girl. So like mayo, ketchup, and like a little bit of relish or something like that. Or mayo, ketchup, mustard. That's a fun little.
On a burger?
Zippity doo-dah. No, for dipping fries.
Oh, for dipping. Oh, gosh. Yeah.
I get crazy, Hal.
You know, I'm maybe not surprised that I'm usually just ketchup only. The other things I will dip it in is au jus if you're having a French dip, gravy if there's gravy nearby. Right. But also, I ate at a place, I can't remember the name of it, on the waterfront of Vancouver, Washington, that is a burger place. And they had this sauce that I guess was like a fry sauce. I'm sure there was like some mayonnaise in there and a little bit of ketchup. It had this just like great tangy flavor. And the ketchup they had said organic ketchup. And guess what, listeners? It sucked. Surprise, surprise. It didn't have that Keystone on it, and it was friggin' terrible. So, but this sauce they had on this that they served on the side with the burger, I would dip the burger in it, then dip the fries in it. It was way better because there's like a deep flavor profile happening there, and that I like. If it's like if you want to mix them all into one sauce, I'll give it a try.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, if with the right ratios, Hal,
yes, you
can make a delectable, very like a flavor bomb of a sauce for your fries. That is just different. It's like if you're feeling wild, but they had it everywhere, all over the stuff.
You had to opt out.
Right. And they made you feel weird about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't approve.
Yeah, that's a problem.
You know, maybe I don't want a greased up album
with barbecue sauce all over it
of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce.
Yeah, no, I would not like that. But also in this episode, we have a little cameo from one of the tri-hosts, Deb.
Yeah. Drunk Deb.
Was drunk. That was classic. I was giggling. Tell us about that.
You drawing on something there?
Well, I get so stoked when anytime Deb gets to be on the show, but when Bree wrote it, that was so sweet. It was just like, oh, I think Bree thinks that Deb is cool, which is great because you've elected to include Deb in your episode, so that's always feels nice. And and Deb, the stage direction is just Deb parentheses drunk, so it's just that's the direction I got there was just Deb is drunk, and then of course you have the text to sort of pick through and find the beats and of the drunkenness and the different sort of stages of it. I was not drunk when I recorded this.
So you weren't method acting.
I was just acting.
Sense memory?
Like capital A acting.
Oh, okay.
But I had a lot of sense memory to pull from. So
excellent. Well, that's the test of a true artist right there. You can pull from your source material.
So many. Yeah, there's been
deep down
probably more than I would like to admit. I've made drunk phone calls to people that I wanted to speak to.
And that was the key of this segment. That dreaded call that no one should be making, where you should turn your phone off or block that person if you know you're going to get 3 sheets to the wind. Because, baby, you can't take back a voicemail. Sorry.
I did a lot of drunk dialing in my early 20s. It was before.
Did anyone ever pick up?
Oh, yeah.
I did a lot of sup.
That's what you do? You just call it a sup.
But
sup.
I feel like it wasn't a time before text messages, but it was a time before the like ubiquity of text messages. Right.
Yep,
so like
yep.
We still kind of called each other for we still would drunk dial each other, and like I've called to many a gentleman wasted, just said shit. So I had a lot to pull from for this role, which is good. It's good that the pain of my and embarrassment of my past can be then translated into entertainment.
It's all grist for the mill.
For the masses. Mm-hmm. Yes. All grist for the
Yeah, but it is. You
did an excellent job. You did an excellent job. You were wonderful. And it was wonderful to see a different side of Deb. We're used to seeing like a much more like saccharine, but like dangerous one person. Like, you know, slightly threatening.
Yeah, Deb's usually in control. Mm-hmm. And I think she had lost a little bit of control, a little bit of the composure, a little bit of being the one who's in charge of the dialogue. She was at the mercy of the other end of the telephone call.
It's fun to see that. It's fun to see a character like that out of control. The change of status is fun to hear, and I'm sure to play.
What did you think about Cecil's impersonation of you? Didn't he do that in this one?
He impersonates me in the next one.
Oh, damn. See? Look at me doing my forward thinking.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
In the past.
We'll talk about it in 2 weeks, guys. So hang on to your butts and check back with us in 2 weeks, and I will answer that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that there's a bit of Foley in this episode that is like more than usual.
Like the door opening and closing?
The doors opening and closing. Like there's hiccuping and like glass sounds and stuff like that.
Wait, did you do your own hiccups?
Oh, I did my own hiccups, sure, but
okay,
but they were stage direction hiccups. But there's a good bit of stage direction Foley in this, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Sound of her leaving, and then dead air, and then Cecil walking up and being like winded. It's weird that there's like, not weird, I guess it's just that there's another writer here, but that we get the stage direction of drunk, we get the snoring, and we get the like Cecil being winded, which is just, it's more direction than we usually get.
Absolutely that. Can I tell you something funny? Mm-hmm. John and I have been dispersion to all you listeners out there. And when we're on tour, sometimes John is still having to produce episodes. That includes creating the underlying sound and all things like that. And a couple of times he's had to do like shoes, someone walking, things like that. And I got to be the feet of a couple of them. We just filmed them in the hallway of a Hampton Inn, but not for this episode. But it just made me think about it. So it made me think that maybe John recorded himself walking.
John very rarely uses existing sound when he's making sound effects. He is a big found sound guy, which helps to give Night Vale and Alice and Unlicensed to an extent.
Probably did.
Sort of a different sound than a lot of other podcasts is that, he uses found sound, which is cool. I mean, it takes him a while because he has to go and make it all. And it's not just like, let me click through this library and find footsteps. Boop, there it is. He has to go out and get the clean recording and then mix it to what he wants it to be. But yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's what gives us the sound of the show. Is that these sounds are mostly made from John's body.
We are grateful for his body.
And worth the wait, right?
Structurally, we'll talk about the weather later, but structurally, I found the weather came early in this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, really early.
We hear of his body.
Yeah.
We are grateful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good break point. It's just, it's sort of out of our norm.
Yeah. Usually when the weather pops on, I'll do like a time check and go how much is left? And I was like, 15 minutes. This is like a 23-minute episode. What are we doing here? This is crazy.
But it
makes sense. It's a good break point.
It was interesting though, because it was almost like the front part of the episode was a teaser for the rest of it, because then Michelle came on and did that was a long, like, kind of monologue, right? And then Maureen was there, which I love Maureen. She's so cool and she's so funny. And I wrote down a couple of things that I liked. And number one was fake. Her being like, fake. Blood is stupid.
Yeah.
And then, the thing about don't be scared of the arthropod. I'm like, there's a giant crab thing attacking people. Yeah. I'm gone immediately.
Coconut crab?
Not a big one.
Oh, you don't like crabs? They scare you?
I would be like, where the hell did you come from? And how did you get it to Chicago?
Is it because they skitter? If you saw a little crab like skittering sideways across your floor, you'd be out of there, right? You'd be like, no.
Oh, no, I'm gone.
Not today, Satan.
No talking crabs. Mm-hmm.
And then if the crab was like, then you're gone. Yeah, then you leave. Speaking in tongue, in Satan's tongue.
Are there crabs?
No, I don't think so.
Are there crabs in Lake Michigan?
Unless somebody dumped them. I don't think so.
Not on the Chicago
I'm
side.
I'm going to Google it, guys.
Right?
Stop the presses. It's a I wouldn't be a freshwater. Hang on. Freshwater crabs.
I ain't never heard of no Chicago crab.
They exist, right?
Freshwater crabs.
They have to. You gotta exist.
We had Chance the Snapper.
Hey, you mind if I scuttle sideways and grab onto your arm?
Freshwater crabs in Lake Michigan.
Yes.
Don't boil me in this pot.
There's crayfish, also called crawdads. So not quite. Oh, the Chinese mitten crab.
I don't have claws. I got mittens.
Hey, I'm a Chinese mitten crab. You don't mind if I sidle into your home, do you? I need a place to sleep tonight. It's too hot outside. I'm practically cooking in the water.
I did not know that there was any sort of crab in there. But it's probably not a crab you want to eat, hey? Yeah. with like a gold chain and a bear's jersey.
Crab with a big mustache.
With the aviators on. It's just a anthropomorphized version of Ditka.
The gold chain, yeah. And a bull's hat on. A bear's hat. A bear's hat. Hey, how do you think the Bears are going to do this year? I'm doing claws with my hands while I do it sideways. I was trying to catch a cab on Whacker, and no one would pick me up. I'm going to go to Golden Nugget for pancakes. See, I have all the Chicago references. I'll just layer them all in.
Just here. Pepper them in. So there are crabs, but not a big ass crab like this one.
No, there's not a 15-foot coconut crab yet. or that we know of. It's a big lake.
It is a very big lake, very big and very deep and scary. Practice boat safety, everyone. But yeah, I would be scared if a crab busted into a party and I would leave. But Michelle said she was happy that nobody was there anymore. But the party's still going, so come down or don't. She's leaving very mixed messages.
She's like, the party's great now that everyone left. You should come.
Yeah. She says, well, you can't care. Right. Yeah. Caring's not cool. And going to parties isn't cool. So you can go when everybody else is left. By the way, that mitten crab is native to Asia. It is considered an invasive species here in the U.S.
Probably because somebody brought it here and then left it in Lake Michigan. Now it's going to eat up all the trouts.
Yeah. I don't know why everyone's so upset. I'm just trying to have some seafood with jardiniere.
Jardiniere is good.
I know. That's why I want it. I'm Chicago crab.
Really, I feel like the listener maybe is not getting the full experience because they can't see you doing the crab hands every time.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that I'm doing the
Please
claws.
imagine.
My phone number is 312.
Now they're both
See,
doing
I know
it.
all the Chicago references.
Now they're both doing.
I hope I didn't pinch you too hard back there. I'm trying out for a Herald team this week.
Everybody do.
Here we
Are
are.
you guys doing thumbs in or are you doing fingers and thumbs?
I'm just doing thumbs.
I'm doing like
because this is the one meat
to the
part,
side.
And then that's the big meat part.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm doing the meat like
crab.
They have that.
Crab.
Well, there's Chicago PD and Chicago Fire. Now there's Chicago Crabs.
Oh my God. Anyways, how did we devolve into this? Oh, right. It's okay.
It's my fault.
We go off on the best tangents. Anyways, so Maureen was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I really like her rendition. And then she just ended up falling asleep. Although that section that she was talking about, she was scurrying through the vents and then it kept getting big. Instead of getting smaller, it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That was a cool little surrealist sort of piece of prose. I thought that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then she ended up just kind of like back in there after we went on this little journey with her. And then she fell asleep under Cecil's chair.
It's a nice little throwback to Maureen being in HVAC school, right? Maureen is learning a trade.
Oh, right.
Yeah. The trade school. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's
Throwback.
She's in a ventilation system. She's talking about how the ductways taste like an everything bagel. And that guided my way.
I love everything bagel.
We could use taste more as navigational tools.
Yeah, well, like bugs and stuff too. They're like, and animals. I don't know why I'm doing the clacks again. Like they'll
bugs, the bug clacks.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll taste with their antennae. They'll taste with their antennae.
Uh-huh.
Do the crab hands one more time.
Crab hands.
They'll taste with their antennae.
They'll taste with their antennae, and like cats and stuff, like they just open their mouth and like their little flavors. And dogs do that a little bit too. They can sniff. But I wish we could like taste the air. Like I wish we were more sensitive in that way. Although
there are times when you don't want to taste it. You know that.
No. Yeah. I barely want to smell it.
Say you're getting hydrocolon therapy and you have an accident. You don't want to taste that air. Yeah, 0 days. You're welcome.
We're both shaking our head. Me and Meg are just shaking.
I really thought we were going to get there today, guys. I did.
I just did the claws
You
again.
ever have this happen, though, when you're like somewhere where like there's powdered sugar in the air and you kind of like inhale it?
Yes. Yes.
So there's that.
Yes.
But you can't really navigate based on that.
Yes.
But it would be cool.
That's a good day.
That'd be cool, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do think like with the sense of smell, like I feel like I'm like floating on the smell like a cartoon.
If it's a good one.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes,
Yes.
yeah.
Onions and butter.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like some sort of like grilled meats and stuff. When it's like real smoky and, or good bread. Bread.
Pizza parlor. Bread. Oh, yeah. Bakery.
Oh.
Yeah, like a
There's
bakery.
this-
Ooh, sweet bread air.
There's this cookie bakery that ventilates out to the street by my house where I will, like, you walk by and you're like, oh, yeah. Like, you just want to.
You need a hit.
For decades, there was a Nabisco bakery in Northeast Philadelphia, and it was right on Roosevelt Boulevard. So if you drove by and the lights were on and they were baking, the air would smell like cookies for that stretch. It was one of the best smells. And now it's defunct. I think it's still owned. I don't think it's an active bakery anymore.
You can still smell the cookies.
It's still building. Yeah. I was an EL Fudge in a former life.
I haven't been cookies here for 20 years.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's just a sleeve of Nilla wafers with unfinished business that you can smell as you drive south on Roosevelt Boulevard.
In downtown Chicago, there is a chocolate factory called Blommer's Chocolates. And in the morning, when I used to work a corporate job, like some sort of shill, I took the train in and it would go right past it. And so it would just like this chocolate smell would just like waft in. And I'd be like, damn, that's so good. I just love the smell of chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to eat it. Like if I can smell it.
Yeah. Or when you're at the mall, the two best smells you can walk past are Mrs. Fields and Cinnabon. The smell, Annie Ann's is fine, but it's a distant third to those other two,
Mrs. Fields,
in my opinion.
Those soft-ass cookies, if they're hot and fresh out the kitchen. Also, what is it that we go to, Meg? The DoubleTree? They give us those cookies out the hot drawer.
Yeah, the DoubleTree gives you the cookies at check-in.
That's class. That is class. I don't want your goddamn points.
Class.
I don't want your goddamn points.
They're
Give
delicious.
me a cookie.
Do you ever get it and go, just one?
They're delicious, and they're just what you need after a long day on the road. However, they are melty as fuck. And so you've got like your room key in one hand, you got your suitcase in the other one, you're trying to send an email on your phone, you're eating this cookie, and by the time you get to your room, you're just like painted. Your whole life is just painted in chocolate cookie because there's no way you're going to either stop, sit down and eat the cookie, or just like wait till you get to your room to eat the cookie. You have to sort of hork it on the way. And then it ends up, you like look down and there's just like cookie in your hair. And you're like, well, and then you eat the cookie from your hair. And
that's Meg's struggle because she's usually the one checking us in to the hotel, but not the rest of us. Oh, the rest of us, we're tiny children who just hork down our cookies immediately and just like in the lobby. Nom, 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 nom. And then I take with my greased up hand, I take my key from Meg as she passes it to me over the 400 other things she's holding in her hands. And then I go to my room and I take a nap, do my meditations.
It's a good day.
Just happy with your cookie.
I love it.
But
that's right. Happy to be alive.
So it turns out that the Burger Barn bails out Michelle.
Yep.
It's sort of a hollow feeling.
She's conflicted.
But not for the reason you'd think.
She doesn't want to be a corporate sellout type thing, but...
Well, franchisee, that's restrictive.
Yeah. Being a franchisee, like that, they're like, yeah, no, you have to it's a scary place that you don't want to go. So you have to have at least one competitor. Keep the competitor in business. But I don't know. I'm not above taking money from people.
From anybody? Is there anybody you wouldn't take money from? Like in a broad sense. I mean, I'm sure there are some people.
If it's a get, I mean, maybe it's a get. Maybe Michelle would feel differently, but I'm like, why not take their money? It's not gonna change your business. It's in exchange for nothing other than you staying in business. So it's not like she has to trade in her principles. But they made it sound like,
right. That's also like, you need the money.
They made it sound like she only raised enough money to stay in business for one more month. And I'm like, what the heck? No, you should do it for like a while, shoot above.
Then you get to have another, well, I mean, the idea, I guess if she sells more, then it'll stay open again. She has the opportunity to
turn it around,
to make enough money to keep it going.
Well, maybe she should actually start selling stuff.
But if it hasn't survived at this point,
well,
that's not cool though.
Capitalism isn't cool, Michelle.
You know what is cool? Paying your bills.
I wish we didn't.
It's not cool. It sucks.
I wish I didn't have to. It's because it is. Being an adult is for the birds. Like, there's some fun stuff, sure.
Sucks.
But there's so much responsibility. Like,
Yeah, look, no amount of staying up late or eating whatever you want
is worth all this.
I'm too tired. I'm too tired from working to stay up late. I'm too tired.
I'm tired.
I'm just a baby.
I took a walk. I'm limping. I went on this walk. I walked for 5 days straight, walking all over the place. And now I'm like, my hip hurts. The foot hurts. I can't. It's supposed to get easier.
No.
It's not. It's harder. But I will not be deterred.
Nope.
Everything hurts all the time.
But it's hard.
Not to be on my soapbox about this, but we're not designed to last this long.
Truth.
And we figured out how to last this long. But it's just a life of pain. It's a life of
Now look.
joints just disintegrating out of your body.
Consequences of our own
Consequences.
But, and yet we persist, I guess.
Yeah, life is good, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, overall.
My favorite thing to say these days is, we're like, when people are like, how you doing? I'm like, can't complain. Actually, I could complain. I just won't.
Bitch about anything.
No one cares. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess pain is inevitable, right? But suffering is not. So it's like it's gonna hurt, but we don't have to hate that it hurts.
Suffer. Right.
And on that note,
Right. On that note, we're about to hear from fans and friends of the show. But first, let's have a conversation about this episode's weather, which was A Pale Sun Rises Over New York by Scrawny Man.
Mm-hmm. Scrawny Man. At first, I was like, is this Joseph? The voice a little bit. Wait, are you going to tell me something bad?
No. I have nothing but good things to say about Scrawny Man.
Okay. Okay, I was like, oh, and then I looked at the episode description and I was like, oh, well, I liked it. It just seemed like the type of music that Joseph likes and makes sometimes. So it just had the Joseph vibes to it.
So Scrawny Man is Colin Summers, who is a former New York neo-futurist. Lovely guy, super talented musician, sort of just across the board. Now, mostly what he does is he is in musicals on cruise ships, but he does a lot of $1 Million Quartet. I feel like he's probably at this point played like every role in $1 Million Quartet. He does a lot of that.
That's cool.
But yeah, he's a guitar player and many multi-instrumentalist. He actually has another band called Toys and Tiny Instruments, which is just what it sounds like. He's New York based, but he's on a cruise ship a lot. So if you're on a cruise ship and you're seeing $1 Million Quartet, there's a pretty good chance that Colin Summers is in that show.
Guess what?
There's a lyric in this song that I really like that I'm trying to remember because I can't find it anywhere. It's about like magicians. Anyway, it's like you fell in love with the trick and not the magician or whatever. It's a pretty line and I'm minimalizing it, but I liked that. And I think that's cool. But yeah, Colin's a good dude. Scrawny Man. If you're ever in a position to go see it, see it. Also, if you're ever in a position to go see $1 Million Quartet, go see it.
On a cruise.
What's the premise of that again? It's like
on a cruise.
Johnny Cash.
It's isn't it John Lennon and oh right. It's Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis, and Little Richard.
We can make up a fourth person right now, and no one will ever check us.
Who's the other?
It's Ed Sheeran.
The big
hold on, wait, I can do this. It's all right because it's all it's Sun Records. It's Elvis. It's
Buddy Holly,
Jerry Lee Lewis. It's Johnny Cash, and I think it's Buddy Holly. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Weezer.
Carl Perkins.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Carl Perkins. Who Elvis like re-recorded all of his hits and made them bigger hits, like Blue Suede Shoes. It's a Carl Lee Perkins song. Carl Perkins. That's right. Buddy Holly would have been a little too young, I think. I think he's a little younger. It's like he was like the next mini generation after those guys. He's like 50, 58, 59, I think. He died in what, 1960? Isn't that when the plane crash was? Or 61?
Buddy Holly. Yeah. I don't know the exact year, the dates. But yes.
It was 59. So he would have been like maybe 56, 57. Well, I guess he would have been a contemporary. I mean, he was a contemporary of Elvis, but I just never think of him. He wasn't a Sun Records guy, but he did create doubling. He doubled over his own vocals and did multi-tracking. He was an innovative recording artist.
Anyway. Yeah. On that note.
Who wants some calzone?
Yeah. Do-do-do-do-do.
Stay right there. Good Morning Night Vale will return after a brief break.
Lately, I've been all over the place. Between touring, dog sitting, and traveling, my routine has become non-existent. Now that my travel schedule has slowed down, I need to get back to eating real food and not just grabbing what I can when I can. And Factor is making that easier for me. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes and require little to no prep and no cleanup. So even on the days when my schedule is completely out of whack, eating well is still achievable. Like today, I had 3 meetings and a client. By the time I was done, I was hungry and I just needed to eat. So I grabbed the Beurre Blanc filet mignon with Parmesan risotto and it was delicious. I was amazed at how tender it was and how flavorful the risotto was and saved me from having to pick something up quick. And in 2 minutes, I had something healthy, fresh, and delicious. So if you like fast, easy, and delicious meals, I think you would like Factor meals too. Let's eat real. Head to factormeals.com/GMNV50OFF and use code GMNV50OFF to get 50% off and 1 free breakfast item per box for 1 year, while supplies last until 10/31/2026. That's code GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. See website for more details.
I'd like to welcome you inside the dough, as I like to call it, into the FanZone Calzone. We have Adam, and Adam writes to us. Adam, deeply inside the dough, writes to us. We have a board in my job's break room where my managers put inspirational quotes on Post-it notes to motivate us. I decided to add a quote from Welcome to Night Vale. The quote is, "There is a thin semantic line between weird and beautiful, and that line is covered in jellyfish." There are probably more profound things Cecil has said, but that was an easy one to verify the wording of. There were not any more thumbtacks to add another one, so I removed one from J.K. Rowling. Adam, thank you for your service, Adam. That's all.
Great job.
Good job. Not all heroes wear capes.
I love that. Next up in the Calzone, we have Alex. Alex writes, "Good time zone, tri-hosts. My name is Alex, he, him, and I am finally caught up on GMNV and WTNV. It's been a while. I wanted to email you guys and share some of my mind cannons for Night Vale and favorite moments. 1. Barks Ennui looks like McGruff from those old commercials, but mixed with the dog from Duck Hunt. Oh yeah, the one that's like, like laughing at you. Specifically, I can't help but picture the version of Duck Hunt, the Duck Hunt dog from the horror game that came out a few years ago, Duck Season. Oh, yeah, creepy. 2, I always thought of city council like a hydra, but instead of just multiple heads, it's multiple long torsos, like if a hydra was also a centaur. That is a freaky ass thought, Alex. 3, station management, on the other hand, was more like a black shadowy entity with spikes and tentacles and stuff. Maybe a mouth. Mouth, maybe. They must have a mouth because they were kissing on city council. 4, my favorite story arc of the whole show was Good Boy with the Beagle. I think the mud pit was Sheol. Oh, Sheol like the Torah. Okay. As a side note, I converted to Judaism while listening to that arc. And it wasn't until that time in my life that I realized Kashek means darkness or shadow in Hebrew. That's all from me right now. Have a great rest of your day, night, whatever. Thanks, Alex. Hey, did I say that wrong? Is it Sheol?
I'm not sure. I feel like I should be the one who knows this of the three of us, and I do not.
I would pronounce it Sheol.
Well, okay, then let's leave it.
Sheol. I think I'd say Sheol. Yeah, probably. I don't know. All right, I got our final bite of the calzone right here. Catherine writes, "Hello, Symphony, Meg, and Hal. I've been a huge fan of Night Vale for years and even got my girlfriend and mom into the fandom. It's thanks to her that we got to see a few amazing live shows that my girlfriend and I cosplayed at. We were Michelle and Maureen. I don't have many theories to say since most have already been discussed, but I like to think that every episode we hear is from a different Night Vale, since many endings make it sound like everyone died. I also think that Cecil's show is a daily one, but the episodes we hear are the most important or interesting ones. Oh, I like that. I love your show as it helps me get through work and gives me a look into how others enjoy the show differently. You're all wonderful people, and I hope you stay safe and happy during these weird and scary times." Thank you, Catherine. Same to you. And I hope to see you at a future show at some point, and I hope you're cosplaying. And if not, that's fine. I never cosplay, so I don't judge anybody who doesn't cosplay, and I don't judge people who do. Because, I'm such a good person. Anyway, thank you all for listening. The next episode will be 142 UFO sighting reports. Until then, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Meg Bashwiner, and Hal Lublin. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions, or to tell us what the best song is. This show is powered by our patrons like Jonathan Pine, Carla Toll, Kathy Fink, Lindsay Schneider, and Logan. If you are interested in supporting this show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive, insider, hypercool kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. For more info on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com and follow us on Facebook and on Twitter at Night Vale Chat. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, and Joseph Fink. The calzone ingredient of the week is opt-out fry sauce. Yum.